I'd like you to use, are you ready for this? I'd like you to use your left hand to do this. Introducing.
This one? Introducing the left hand.
With this melody, I would play a G major chord. That works. That also works. These all harmonize the same with that melody.
And why particularly with that melody? Is that getting too deep? Or what is it in that melody that harmonizes with the G
Okay,
chord?
a couple things. Good question, Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay, this melody, as you've actually did in the previous lesson, you played a G major scale, right?
I did.
And that G major scale, the first three notes were these notes. These notes are, okay, two things are happening. These are in a G major scale, so that's one reason why it works.
Yeah.
And another reason, this is a bit more, I don't want to say esoteric, but it's just a little different way of thinking. The strong notes of this melody are part of the G major chord. Mary had a little lamb. That note, this B, is the strong melody note. That's the melody note that phrase starts on and ends on. Therefore, you want your chord. Look at this chord. There's the note. I got a B right here.
Yeah.
And look at that. There's that B, and I'm in the key of G. So this is a good chord to be using in G. It has the B in it. But now, for example, the next part of that song. So Mary had a this note is still in G major, but look at this G chord. There's no, my strong melody note is A. There's no A here. So I'm going to need another chord that works in the key of G major that has that note in it. I did not think I was going to go here with this right now, but
No, but
you asked, and that's why.
I asked.
So, for reasons which I'll explain to you later, in the key of G, another good chord to use is D major. It has all the notes of a G major scale. Sorry. See that note right there? That's
Yeah.
in that right there? These notes are all in a G major scale. So this chord can work for certain melody notes in a song in G. I hope that's not. This is getting a bit more than I was.
No, because I'm listening to your voice and I'm listening to you play it, and I realize now I know why those things go together.
Okay.
And that's as much as I wanted to.
That's not what I was trying to know. So as I'll say, so if I'm here, I got my strong melody note, which is a B. I'm in the key of G major, and there's a B in this G chord, so that this is potentially can work.
Yeah.
Now this next part is an A. I'm still in the key of G. I didn't switch to another. I'm not now in A major. I'm still in the key of G. My melody note is A, so I have to look at chords from the key that are from G major that work. And I know in this case it is a D chord that works, a D major chord. Now listen to this for harmony.
Okay.
That sounds nice. And now I'm back to the.
Wow.
I've just used two
That
chords.
sounds nice.
And that's all. So I've got a G major chord, a D major chord, a G major chord, and a D major chord. I've only used two chords, but all of a sudden this really feels like a full song now.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
That is the purpose of harmony.
Yeah.
Harmony complements and harmonizes the melody. The harmony supports the melody.
I feel like you brought Mary Had a Littlle Lamb back to me
Back
after
to you.
all these years.
I've got some breaking news. Mary and the Little Lamb were both real, and that's not all. It starts in 1815 when 9-year-old Mary Sawyer brings a sick orphaned lamb into the family home and nurses it back to health. And of course, the lamb follows her everywhere she goes. Ends up in school, wrapped in a blanket, and gets caught. That should have been it. End of story. As little girls taking care of lambs is apparently a thing. Check this out. This is my wife when she was a kid. Man, that lamb was thirsty. But the next day, classmate John Rollstone gives Mary a piece of paper. Anyway, Mary claims to have lost the paper, and that seemingly was that. But 15 years later, this was published, and it included Sarah Hale's poem called Mary's Lamb. Nothing about the size of the lamb was reported. Next, the composer Lowell Mason wrote a melody for the poem, which is the song we still sing today. Now, this Lowell Mason was no slouch. He also wrote Joy to the World. And if it weren't for that whole public domain thing, this guy's descendants would be loaded. And here's the crazy thing. Listen to this. This is the first Edison recording ever. I mean, Edison invented recording. And what did he choose?
Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
That's
Yep.
a D.
Yep. You know what? And in fact, are you ready, Daniel? I'd like you to use. Are you ready with this? I'd like you to use your left hand to do this.
This
Introducing
one? Introducing the left hand. Whoa, that is
Okay.
deep.
So that's deep. So yeah, and
Wow.
maybe try this
Come
here.
up
This
here.
is going to be a little easier. And use your pinky, your pinky finger. Now count up 4 semitones.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and then 3 more.
1, 2, 3.
Right up. I'd use your thumb. It's a little easier to use your
Okay.
thumb like that. So look, I'm using my, like I've got a little semicircle here, and I'm using these fingers, my pinky, my middle, and my thumb to make that chord. Now, in fact, you're going to use those same 3 fingers. Do you remember how to do the G major chord? Starts on a G.
Yep. Yeah. G.
Yep.
Right.
Use your pinky.
Yep.
Count up. Yep. All right, and instead of this finger, use this finger. This will be
Okay.
easier for you. You're really leaning.
I am leaning, but
Yeah. In fact, instead of leaning, how about just play down there then?
All
Just
right.
because where you are on the piano, because it doesn't matter. So just make your G like
Right.
that. Yeah, you're still leaning.
I'm a leaner.
Just relax your hand for a second. Just relax. There you go.
Yeah.
Whenever you play any musical instrument, if you feel stress, if it feels tight, stop. Figure out where that stress is and try to redo without stress. This is why people get injured playing instruments, because of it's the same as the people that type while they're under stress. You get that repetitive
Yeah,
motion.
yeah, yeah.
It's the same thing. A lot of piano players, violinists, they get tendonitis because they're pushing harder. You can go faster, you can play louder, you can play more effectively if you are relaxed.
Okay.
But human nature is a bugger.
Yes, human nature can lead to interesting results. Take Mary, who at the age of 70 gets on the bandwagon and auctions off some wool socks that she said her mother made from the original lamb's wool. It was for charity, but I don't know, it still seems a little fishy. So that should be enough, right? No! In 1926, Henry Ford, the car guy, buys the original schoolhouse, hauls the remains to another town, and builds a new schoolhouse and turns it into a tourist attraction. He writes a book about Mary and the Lamb, fabricated, I assume, and he even makes a statue. No shame, but a lot more money than either Lowell Mason or Mary and her wool socks.
So where's that D major chord? Is there? Look at that pattern. Take your hand off. The pattern's like this. It's like a upside down semicircle. You get do,
Yeah.
do, do. You see that pattern?
Yeah.
Okay,
Huh.
play it. Chord. Now the G major chord is just a flat line. It's those notes. And it starts on the G.
That's a G?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing, and I know this is new for you, but try to get in the habit of using the end finger, the middle finger, and the thumb to make your chords. Yeah, go back to the D, and back to the G. Yep, and back to the D. So it's the D chord. So it starts on the D, which is down there.
Here. And here.
Yeah, okay. Just go G, D, G. Now play the D chord. Almost. It's there.
Right.
Right? Now back to the G chord. G. Yeah, and then the D chord.
Right there. Sorry.
I'm going to do that by myself once. I know that now you're thinking. So, this is what you just did. You did the harmony to this. You see that?
Okay.
Let's see if you can do this. I want you just to do the very first part of this. Let's see if you can do this.
Okay.
So, wait, you never even played Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I've never played
Okay,
Mary Had a
okay,
Little
you're going to
Lamb.
play it right now. You're just going to do the very first part. It's just
Okay.
this. Do that? Just do it down here, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, next note. Uh-huh. Very good. Look how you get all three of those on. Just like a tiger. So, okay, so, and then this goes back up.
Whoops.
Yeah, now listen and then you'll hear it. So, da 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 da. Bravo.
Wow.
Playing by ear.
Wow, I just played by ear.
You just played by ear?
Yeah.
That's great. I'm thrilled.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell, like and subscribe.
That's good.
We're done. This lesson's done. Let's have lunch.